Well, we're back to continue with our models. So we are heading to number 4, table number 4. It stores the source of each delivery agent. When a delivery agent delivers, when a delivery agent is being created, this stores the information about the delivery agent. The field might include the ID of the delivery agent, the current location, availability, and others. See, availability of the delivery. If the delivery agent is available, then it makes it available. If it's not available, then the dispatcher will not assign tasks to the person, to the delivery agent. Of course, we have to understand the domain name. Let's just finish with the database design. We'll have to understand the domain name before we start the development. And domain knowledge, I mean. Domain knowledge, not domain name. The domain knowledge. Alright, so let's start creating this immediately. Come to the diagram here, and then you pick a table, and the table is named what? Delivery agent. Please, all table names should be written in lower cases, most especially the initial letters. Delivery agent. Delivery agent. The first thing is delivery agent ID. ID of the delivery agent. So you can just say, how is it? Delivery agent ID. Yeah, but this is too long. Anyway, delivery agent ID. All right. Set 3. That's our agreement. Okay. Come in. What's the problem?
No, I'm studying it.
Okay, she gets keys and all right, then zero field auto increment, right? Is it? Yes. What next? Please, let's do it together. Email, name, email, phone number, and address, right?
Yes.
Name of the what? Name of the delivery agent. Sorry, not primary key, not now. Name, email. Email. Oh, what's happening? Not know. What next? Phone number, address, and availability. Phone number. But it's like this table is not normalized really. The availability should be stored in a different table. So you see another thing, because normalization, we don't anyway. Let me just finish. Maybe you understand what I'm saying. Phone number, address, that is physical address, right? Address. Then you don't store the availability here actually. Availability should be another different table. So let me quickly, maybe I should be making these corrections within the document so we don't defer it. Right? Availability table. So delivery agent availability. Delivery agent availability table. This text only the delivery agent name or ID, delivery agent ID, and that's all. Then it checks on the availability. This table checks on store the availability. So for delivery agent, maybe we write the theory later. Too much of the theory here might not be. So delivery agent availability. Let's finish with that one first. We'll talk about the email, phone number, address, and that's all, right?
Yes.
Not no. So delivery agent. Yes, this is what we have. The name, the address. So in this table we capture the details of the delivery agent. But the other table stores the availability. If you combine the two, you're going to be duplicating data, and we don't want that, and your database will not be normalized. There's going to be too much of duplications. So here we are okay, let me create the table first. Let me forward engineer. You guys are supposed to have done all these things. Please, you complete the rest. I'll do some today, then you complete the rest, so we can start doing some things tomorrow different from what we're doing now, because knowledge has already been given to you. There is no point. Delivery agent is all right. Delivery agent. So you can now check you can describe. You can as well select to see the content, if any. So when you describe, it tells you the structure, gives you the structure, and here it gives you the content. So no thing here, right? Delivery agent ID, name, email, phone number, address. The ID, I think, shouldn't we do same with as how we have done delivery ID and then delivery agent number? Don't we see that? The agent, actually I think we should create that similar thing. That should be a number here, as we have done it here. So it should be delivery agent something 001 or something. I don't know whether you are getting it. You guys are just quiet. Let this man finish his and we copy everything. That's why I'm not giving you my codes. Even though you are copying, you have to create it yourselves. So, delivery agent. Do we do that? Yes, let's create delivery agent number. Alright? Let me create it down here. Delivery agent underscore number. Right, and I should push it up. I want it at the top here, even before name.
So in this case, the delivery agent number and ID are not the same thing?
They are not same. ID is counting only 001, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. But number will be giving us delivery. You can just say delivery or how you have coined it. Then delivery 00. Yes, as we have done with the customer. So this now, let me drop this table first. Save, drop it. Delivery agent ID. Drop the table, then I've dropped it. If you try to check, it will not. Then you forward engineer again. It will create it for you. Anyway, let me immediately after doing forward engineering, let's see how we can create relationship between the delivery agent table and that of the availability, the delivery agent availability. There has to be a relationship between these two guys, between these two tables. Yes, there must be a relationship between these two tables, and let's see the likely fields to be written here. The first thing is their delivery the ID, right? The ID for the delivery, then the delivery agent ID, thank you. Then next should be availability, thank you. The availability, whether available or not available. So let's just see status. Alright? So these two will create these two, and then this will be entered automatically so let me create another table here. This table will be delivery agent availability. And here we have ID of the delivery agent availability. If you like, you can just see ID. I don't think if this is going to be mentioned anywhere in the table, it's not going to have any relationship with any table aside the delivery delivery agent. So I think we can just see ID. If you like, you can say delivery agent availability ID as it is written here. You can just make it ID. Okay, then next is the status. And if you like, you may add date. Yes, when was it available? If it is available within the range, you can use the dates to make it off. Maybe it's available between today and tomorrow, then you can now make use of the dates and time function to make it off after certain things. You can just say timestamp. So here we need to update it here, right? Status timestamp. So this is so with this now we don't have to so if you want to go by the ID, you go by the ID here. So it creates, because it is the primary key there. So status timestamp, I think it's okay. It's alright. Then we now need to create relationship between this, the delivery ID and the availability. It's a one-to-one relationship. So I now create, of course, one agent should be available at a given time, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So one-to-one. Then I want it here. Delivery agent availability. No, I want it here. So actually, one has to be careful. You test your work first. Test what you are doing before you. You see, it created the agent delivery and delivery agent ID here for us. So we needed this ID to know whether the agent is available or not. Then you now forward engineer. You need to really master this before you start doing any development. Otherwise, the work will be somehow. That's if you want to become full stack developer. Let me show the tables here. So I have these two and make use of them. Right, so delivery agent ID, the delivery agent is here, and availability for the delivery agent is here. So the availability will be changing while the agent himself, the agent is being stored. The agent information is stored on a table, and then the availability changes pending the actual availability of the agent. So this is the correct way of doing it. Then it's better that I've marked it. I think this should be red, telling the author of this document that something has been done here and this was removed. So maybe let me use a color for removal. Let's see this. Whenever he sees this, then that means something has been removed. And for red, something has been added. So this past table is virtually sent, is it? And then payment table. I think let me stop here, and then we do that of this past in a moment.